this rope right here. And if there's a man upstairs, he kept bringing me rain. But I've been sending up prayers and something.
My name's Lee Berry. I am a senior, and I have been to New York and New Orleans for spring break Workfest. I decided to go on spring break Workfest, just kind of as a, I just kind of decided to do it my first year, and I keep coming back because it's an enjoyable experience, and you never really know what you're going to see when you go on a trip. My experience so far has been an enjoyable one. It's kind of just going in it open-minded, and you never really know what you're going to get. So that excitement of not knowing what you're going to see, as well as kind of everybody on the trips being open to, new experiences and receiving help, is really what keeps me going. And from the trips, I've taken away that, it's really important to just reach out and help others, and spending my spring break serving others is where I want to be.
Hi, my name is Isabel, and I'm a senior here at St. Joe's, and I've been to New Rochelle, New York, and New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay. I wanted to go on spring break Workfest because I've never done anything like it before. I've always heard about alternative spring breaks, and they've always sounded really interesting, but I've never had the chance to go, so I just wanted to have that experience. And I really enjoyed it because I made a lot of connections with people at my school and then outside my school and made a lot of new friends, memories, experiences, and I really got to see the impact I was making on other people because it was a week-long trip as opposed to like where you do like maybe 6 hours on one day, like just for helping out an organization, which is still good, but it was cool to see like the long-term effects of that. And then what I took away from this is just knowing that I impacted people. When I was first assigned to New York, when I had filled out my application, I actually wanted to go not to New York, and I wanted to not do anything like industrial, because I'm not very manual labor intensive. But the fact that I was assigned to that group it worked out really well, because then it showed me that I could actually put on siding on a house and, stuff like that. So it kind of brought me out of my comfort zone a little bit. Even though I didn't want to do it at first, it was actually cool that I got to do those things.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm a senior psychology major, and I've been to Philly, New York, and then Philly again. So I went on spring break Workfest my freshman year, and I decided to do it because I never really did community service before. I thought it would be kind of a new experience for me, and I've been coming back ever since because it was a great time. I met some new people who were in really core positions in their life. I just had never experienced something like that before. Meeting people just the same day and making a connection with them is something I won't forget. I met a lot of people who had gone through a lot of hardship, and yet they still were just so connected to their faith and to God, and it really made me more thankful and appreciative of what I have and what I take for granted sort of. So I keep coming back and hoping that I can help and make a difference, even though people I meet seem to always change me a little bit more than I change them. So hopefully I'll go back again this year.
Hi, Abraham Woodland. I'm a sophomore, class of 2019. Spring break Workfest, me and my team went to New York. My experience there was just awe that we have this pampered life in Maine, while just this kind of a lifestyle isn't very common across the country. And so just where we went wasn't even the worst place in New York, but there were so many people there in need, but they were just getting along. fine. They have the same problems as us, really. Just worrying about day-to-day relationships with people. But they're just not as pampered as us, I guess. It was insightful to see that even though people had so little, they were getting along just fine as us. Showed me how much I took for granted up here, really.